how a 9-hour standoff came to an end in Big Spring, and we take a look at how Permian and Midland Lee are getting ready for this year's football season.
Texas Burger's Ice Cream Parfait, a tall tower of great taste.
Big 2 News at 10 starts now.
Our big story tonight, a deadly accident up in the Big Country. 5 cast members of Texas, the musical drama in Palo Duro Canyon, all dead after a crash. DPS troopers say the group was heading west on FM 19 when they pulled out in front of a semi-truck as they tried to turn south on Highway 287.
That's right, and here are the names of the victims. Clint Diaz from Amarillo, Andrew Duncan from Wichita Falls, Eric Harrison from Fort Worth, Julian Arredondo from the Fort Worth area as well, and Amanda Stars from Maryland all died in this crash. Timothy Johnson from Oregon remains in the hospital. Now, authorities say they believe alcohol may have been a factor. Tonight's production of the Texas show has been canceled. We are also told more cancellations are possible since the show was in its final week. An Odessa man has turned himself in after a deadly hit and run. Christian Leon is facing third-degree felony charges for failure to stop and render aid. Police say on Friday he hit Derek Current, who was walking down East 2nd Street. Current was taken to the hospital, where he later died from his injuries. Leon turned himself into police earlier today. And one man in the hospital after a 3-vehicle crash on I-20 today. It happened just east of 1788 around noon. Authorities say the man driving a white car here hit a FedEx 18-wheeler pulling 2 trailers. That impact forced the car into the westbound lanes, where it was hit by another truck heading west. Authorities say the driver of the car does not have life-threatening injuries.
A man accused of robbing a woman at an Odessa grocery store is now behind bars. Osiel Alvarez was arrested today, facing charges of aggravated robbery. Officials say he was the passenger when a woman was robbed and then dragged behind the getaway car earlier this month at the Odessa HEB. Now, the accused driver in this has already been arrested. Authorities say fortunately the victim was not badly hurt in the robbery. Staying on the crime beat, Odessa police are asking for your help as they continue to investigate human remains that were found yesterday. The body was discovered south of Interstate 20 off of Dixie at 801 East Pool Road. 2 cell phone workers actually found the body. Police say, though, it is so badly decomposed that they have been unable to determine the gender. The remains have now been sent to Fort Worth for autopsy. If you know anything about this case, you must call the Odessa Police or Crime Stoppers. More than 100 pounds of marijuana is off the streets after a drug bust at the Presidio port of entry. Customs and Border Protection officers seized the 139 pounds of pot Friday evening. The drugs were hidden inside the pipes that were disguised as part of the trailer undercarriage and the trailer axles. The drugs, authorities say, have an estimated street value of more than $111,000. The driver, 51-year-old Norberto Burciaga of Mexico, has been taken into custody.
All right, turning to weather now, and meteorologist Paula Quadrado joining us now. And you said it yesterday, today kind of a carbon copy of Monday, but there's exciting stuff coming.
Exactly. Today we hit a high of 95 degrees, just like yesterday, but we're going to get a little bit cooler into tomorrow when a cold front comes through our area. Take a look right now. We do have some storms just north of La Mesa right now, but they are starting to die down. We're good to go. Our high today was 95. Our headlines today, I'm tracking a cold front moving in. We'll have below average temperatures with a chance for some storms. And here's your day planner for tonight. 80 degrees for midnight. By 7 a.m. we'll wake up to about 71 degrees. And then by noon we'll be at 85 with that 2 in 10 chance for rain beginning. I'll have more details on that cold front coming up in my extended forecast.
Thanks so much, Paula. Now to Big Spring. City leaders were determining the fate of whether shipping containers can be used as housing or not. In Big Spring right now, there have been some shipping containers that have been converted into housing, but some people fear that this is not appropriate housing or it's not safe housing. The City Council discussed the issue tonight. Now we're told the final reading of these new ordinances is scheduled for tomorrow. That's at 5:30 in the City Council chambers. Again, that meeting is tomorrow night.
For years, the wind industry was a huge employer in parts of West Texas. It's losing its gust, though, and that's why one big country business turning to a different kind of resource to keep the doors open. Kristen Anderson has that story.
Kelly Watson's job here at WindClean may be secure now, but that wasn't always the case. When the wind industry started slowing down, he, like many other wind employees, was at risk of losing his job.
I was pretty worried in the beginning.
So he talked to his boss.
And they told me of the stuff that was supposed to come, and I felt pretty comfortable about keeping my job.
What they told him about was the beginning of the transition from serving wind companies to serving oil companies. So instead of working on wind turbines, Kelly and his co-workers work on sand silos, water transfer pipes, and cargo tanker repairs. So employees like Kelly get to keep their jobs because
a lot of the work is still the same skill set, just a different application.
From welding to wiring, the skills are new yet similar, making the transition for employees easy.
It wasn't too much different. I mean, all the skills and everything have pretty much changed from the wind industry to what we're doing now.
Allowing Kelly to provide for his family without having to follow the oil industry.
I have 4 kids, so I really don't want to travel too much. So, I mean, getting to stay here in my hometown was a big benefit.
As WindClean adapts to their new industry, the changes they make now means Kelly won't have to change how he earns a living.
That was Kristen Anderson reporting. A sinkhole in Florida has swallowed up a resort building. Now, as more details are unfolding about the natural disaster, one man is being hailed a hero. Shannon Travis has the story.
We have a building that's potentially collapsing. We don't know if it's a sinkhole or what, but we've got people in the building.
A newly released 911 call shows the urgency and confusion as people at a Florida resort felt the ground underneath them literally sink into the earth.
We're trying to get them evacuated, and they're saying it's collapsing so fast that they don't know if they're going to be able to get to all these rooms.
Now, after the earth swallowed part of the Summer Bay Resort near Disney World, fresh alarm. On Tuesday, a private engineering company is evaluating if the ground is stable amid concerns about potential problems at other buildings on the 400-acre property. 2 were evaluated. Meanwhile, a security guard explained to CNN how he saved lives during the ordeal late Sunday.
There was people sleeping in rooms. I physically had to wake them up and get them out of the building. They thought it was a joke. I said, this is no joke.
As they moved, the ground under their feet moved also.
Each time that I went back and forth down the corridors, it sank probably another 10 inches or so each time.
With no injuries, Shanley is being called a hero.
I guess I've become that, and I was just an average run-of-the-mill person doing a job.
In Washington, Shannon Travis, Big 2 News.
Well, another player has fallen to their death while watching a baseball game. So how safe is Citibank Ballpark, and could something like this happen in the Permian Basin? Christina DeWitowicz looks at our safety measures locally coming up. For now, though, stay with us. You're watching Big 2 News at 10.
Texans know you get a lot from hard work, like the class exclusive Ram box, active level air suspension, and Torque Flight 8-speed transmission. You also get the best weekend ever. We put everything into our Lone Star trucks so you can get everything out of them. Experience it all, Texas, at the Ram Summer Clearance Event. Trade in and get $9,200 in total values on select Ram 1500 Lone Star crew cabs. Plus, make no payments for 90 days.
Introducing iSofa by Rooms To Go. What does your sofa say about you?
Look at the stars up in the sky above. Tell me something you've been dreaming of. If I were to say I made it happen my way.
Custom iSofa by Rooms To Go. Design yours now online or in store and get it in days. We make it easy. You make it your own.
Hi, I'm Terry Dickerson with Machinery Auctioneers out of San Antonio. We're proud to announce we're coming to the Permian Basin in the Midland, Odessa area behind Big Tex Trailers right off of I-20. Whether it's construction machinery, big trucks, work trucks, or oil field equipment, let us come out and evaluate and tell you what it'll bring auction day. Not only will we tell you, we'll guarantee it. If you need liquidated equipment, check us out on the web, machineryauctioneers.com. We'll see you in Midland, Odessa.
Finally, a used car superstore in Midland that treats you like a new car buyer. At Honda of Midland, we are announcing the opening of Honda's used car superstore. We specialize in bad credit, no credit, repossessions, and first-time buyers. Check out this 01 Chevy S10, just $189 a month. Or an 02 Ford Focus, $143 a month. Or a 2010 Mustang, only $296 a month. Plus, you'll find Tundras, Mercedes-Benz, Lincolns, Chargers, and Camrys. Don't worry about your past credit. Let us try to help you. It's Honda's used car superstore. Now open at Honda of Midland. Easy to find on West Wall.
Back to Big 2 News at 10. I'm meteorologist Paula Quadrato with your forecast tonight. And storms across the area are starting to die down. We did have some pop-up storms down into the mountains, into southeast New Mexico, and we even had a storm try to sneak into north of La Mesa earlier tonight, but it has since weakened. Right now outside in Midland, it's a nice 88 degrees right now with clear skies. We have an east-southeast wind about 8 miles an hour. Dew point at 60 degrees, so it's a pretty clear night, pretty nice. Here are the temperatures across the region, into the upper 80s across the Central Basin, 87 for Fort Stockton, low 80s for our mountains in Marfa and in Alpine, cooler for the Guadalupe Mountains at 78. I'll widen out and show you the rest of the state, and you can kind of get a picture of this cold front that's starting to come our way. 76 for Lubbock, 75 for Amarillo, and even in Dallas it's cooler. It's about 80 degrees. Now tonight we're warmer than them. Yesterday we were cooler than they were. So you can see the yellower colors. That's some cooler air that's starting to make its way down here. We're going to see a slight change in this temperature in about the next 24 hours. That'll bring us down to about average. Right now winds are about out of the southeast, about 8 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our big picture right now. We're clear across the central portions of Texas, again with this strong line of storms from Lubbock all the way into New Orleans, where they're seeing some widespread storms. I don't expect our action to be that widespread tomorrow as this cold front moves through, but we are going to keep a chance for some gusty winds and some heavy rainfall at times, so watch out for that. Here's our setup for tomorrow. The cold front is going to move through our region through tomorrow, leaving cooler air behind. And this microcast, this is one computer model. It's not picking up a lot of moisture here in the Central Basin, but it is giving us some cloud cover. So again, it's not going to be widespread, but we do have a chance for storms. Now here's what's going to happen tonight in the northern basin. We're actually going to be a little warmer than we have been recently in the 70s because those cloud cover is going to keep us a little warm. Then tomorrow, here's our major change into the northern basin, where we're seeing low 80s to mid 80s, where today they were in the 90s. About a 3 in 10 chance for storms here. So this is where we're going to see most of the action and most of the cooling as well. Into the central basin, we will be into the low 70s tonight. The clouds will begin to move in, but it's a pretty mild night, slightly below average here. And then for tomorrow, again, we'll be in the low 90s. So this is a couple degrees cooler than we were today. So 92 mid-August, that's pretty sounds good to me. And then 94 for Kermit, 97 for Mentone. Here in this area, we have about a 2 in 10 chance for rain. So it won't be widespread, but we could see some storms pop up throughout the region. Then down into the mountains, a pretty typical night into the 60s and 70s with clear skies. Warming up tomorrow into the 80s and 90s with about a 2 in 10 chance for rain. Now this cold front will move through our area, kind of stall right before it gets to the mountain regions, and that's why we're picking up a couple extra days of rain chances here. So for tomorrow, our high is 92 with that 2 in 10 chance for rain. Check out this overnight low for tomorrow, 69. So that's going to be gorgeous to wake up to on Thursday morning. Again, with a 2 in 10 chance for rain on Thursday and Friday. But the coolness is short-lived. We're going to warm back up into the mid to upper 90s, but we'll clear out by the weekend. So 95, 97, it's still pretty warm, but we could be a lot hotter this time of year.
Yeah, we could definitely be seeing lots of triple-digit heat. So
yes,
we're thankful that we're just in the upper 90s, and hopefully we can squeeze out a couple of raindrops out of those 3 days worth of rain chances. Thanks, Paula. Big 2 News at 10. We'll be right back.
I'm Bob Mills, and I usually tell you about the things we do for you. Not today. Today, I want to tell you what we don't do. We don't charge you a pickup fee. Now, what's a pickup fee? It's a fee some stores charge for the privilege of picking up the furniture you just bought at their store. Hey, they even tack it on to your delivery charge. Bob Mills doesn't charge you a pickup fee. You did us the favor of buying it from us, so picking it up, like so many other benefits at Bob Mills, is free.
What is this?
That's my internet accelerator. I'm trying to speed up my slow internet connection from the phone company.
Why not just get Cable One high-speed internet? It's fast internet for the best streaming. It's just common sense.
So, all the speed I need.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
It's Claire's time here at Toyota Millen. Hi folks, Michael Fisher here at Toyota Millen, and the nationwide clearance event's going on strong right now at Toyota Millen, and we're passing on huge savings, better than ever. We're taking over $9,000 off our 2013 Tundras. We gotta make room for the 14s, we gotta get rid of these 13s. Take $9,000 or 0% financing. Shop in person at our new location right across from Grande Communication Stadium or our website at toyotamillen.com. Toyota Millen, where our quality deals bring you in and our service brings you back.
We're always looking for new technology that makes it safer and faster and more effective for our patients.
Leading LASIK surgeon Dr. Tom Turner discusses exciting new LASIK technology now available in the Permian Basin.
The reason we made the investment in this laser suite at this time is the results. It is very important to us that we give the very best in safety, the best in efficacy, and the best vision that people can have in the Permian Basin.
Call 1-800-NEW-EYES and save $1,000 on our breakthrough WaveLight LASIK procedure.
An overnight 9-hour standoff in Big Spring is over. It ended with 2 arrests early this morning.
Yeah, Jesse Lopez and Teresa Lang were both arrested this morning after that standoff that took place at the Plaza Inn. Officers actually came to the hotel to arrest Lopez for parole violations, which stemmed from drug charges.
That's right. Now, people who were in the hotel have mixed feelings about this. Some say that this is regular business, while others say that they are never visiting Big Spring again.
Yeah, Big 2's Vincent Crivelli was in Big Spring today, and now he has this report.
Aftermath of the standoff last night was still apparent this afternoon. Broken glass and debris still littered the Plaza Inn, and while the standoff may be over, people are still feeling its effects.
My personal opinion is to never come to Big Spring, Texas again.
People at the Plaza Inn and nearby Motel 6 were stuck in their rooms last night as police had to lock down the area. And the complaint I heard the most? People were hungry.
Well, it was pretty bad because a lot of people couldn't get out of their rooms and they couldn't eat. They couldn't get no food. And I was hungry, man. Been here all day. We left out about 9 o'clock, once we did come to the TA and get something to eat, came back, everything was still going on. 50 police cars, we got sniper rifles and police holding guns, it was a tragic moment.
Being stuck in a room for hours would not be fun, especially if an alleged gunman was just feet away from your room. One guest felt the anxiety get to him last night.
I just wish I would have knew what was going on because, a lot of times we was going to the window, just didn't know what was going on. Then it was like 6 hours and they couldn't leave the area.
Some people were scared, others slept through the entire incident, but everyone who witnessed the standoff felt the police handled the situation the best they could.
It's kind of scary, but what's really scary is it happens everywhere anymore. It's just not around here, it's every place you go. It's not anything that happens every day, and we've got a really good police department here. They're pretty Johnny on the spot.
I think it's just one of those things that happens, and nobody can prevent it from happening.
Reporting in Big Spring, Vincent Crivelli, Big 2 News.
A lifelong baseball fan is dead after falling over the railings at a Braves game in Atlanta on Monday.
Yeah, so how do people here feel about this accident? The Rockhounds baseball games bring out large amounts of people to Citibank Ballpark. Well, Big 2's Christina DeWitowitz has more on whether or not people are safe at our local ballpark. Christina?
Baseball has always been a favorite American pastime, and when a death happens during a game, it hits all of us. The Rockhounds have already taken steps before they open up to ensure the safety of their audience. It seems we have seen one too many of these accidents at ballparks across the country. Baseball fans falling over the railings trying to catch a foul ball. According to Ray Fieldhouse, Assistant General Manager of Operations of the Rockhounds had safety as their #1 priority when constructing this field.
It was pretty much the first thing we noticed when the suite level was at a point that you could walk up and check things out, that, hey, that railing looks kind of low.
Fieldhouse says the architects and contractors they worked with both said the height of the original railings met safety requirements. However, after meeting with the city, they added an extra couple inches to the railings to increase safety measures.
Let's, take this extra step, to prevent something from happening.
And the public says they feel safe in this ballpark.
I think it's real good. I don't think there's any problem with safety. We haven't had any kind of accident like that, no.
But some also feel responsibility is needed to work with safety.
I feel that they're pretty safe as long as people are responsible and that
kids are supervised properly.
The Rockhounds have done other things in the name of safety. According to Fieldhouse, a ballpark's backstop net is generally behind home plate. Here at Citibank Ballpark, the backstop net goes from dugout to dugout, the entire length from first to third base. Fieldhouse also says every seating section in the park has warning signs for foul balls, all to help ensure everyone has a safe baseball experience.
I just hope everybody enjoys coming out to the ballpark and feels safe and feel like that they're having a good time. That's what it's all about.
Now, people I talked to said it's all about having people enjoying the game while staying safe at the same time. Now, Fieldhouse has said no accidents have happened at the stadium, and he believes all precautions that they've taken are enough to prevent anyone from falling over the railings. Reporting in the studio, Christina DeWitowitz, Big 2 News.
All right, Travis Weeks joining us now. And speaking of games, we've got some teams getting ready to play some games in a few weeks.
That's correct, but we're gearing up for the Permian Panthers' new coaching staff, and they're looking to go fast. I'll have their season preview of the Mojo coming up right after this break.
Is joint pain affecting your life? The Total Joint Center at Midland Memorial is the solution. Our state-of-the-art technology, including minimally invasive procedures and computer-assisted navigation, results in shorter hospital stays, less pain, less scarring, and faster recovery times. Take a step towards a pain-free life. Call us today to discuss a treatment plan that will work for you. Midland Memorial Hospital, your home for health care.
Hi, I'm Terry Dickerson with Machinery Auctioneers out of San Antonio. We're proud to announce we're coming to the Permian Basin in the Midland, Odessa area behind Big Tex Trailers right off of I-20. Whether it's construction machinery, big trucks, work trucks, or oil field equipment, let us come out and evaluate and tell you what it'll bring auction day. Not only will we tell you, we'll guarantee it. If you need liquidated equipment, check us out on the web, machineryauctioneers.com. We'll see you in Midland, Odessa.
As the host of a popular home improvement show, I know a lot about finding a great contractor for home repairs and improvement projects. Now there's HomeAdvisor.com, a free service that matches your project to top local service professionals.
We didn't have to do any work other than say what we needed.
Just 1, 2, 3, I found my guy and everything was smooth.
And it's always free to use.
We've had nothing but fabulous every single time.
Go to HomeAdvisor.com now to get started on your next project.
Home Advisor. Meet your newest neighbors at Simply Mac for our grand opening this weekend. For Apple first-time buyers to Mac experts, Simply Mac has everything you need. The same products, prices, and expertise you've come to know and love. We're closer, easier, Simply Mac.
What they did in a few hours takes most car dealers days, and we got a great car.
In my business, I don't have time to shop around. All of my cars have been picture perfect.
6 cars at last count. They really are my friends in the car business.
Rager Dykes Auto Group, any car you want?
Any car.
Any car.
Any car.
I'm Bart Rager. Come visit us in Midland at 2200 Wall Street. We'll make it easy for you to get any car you want.
Rager Dykes Auto Group.
Big Board Sports brought to you by Rager Dykes Auto Mall.
Any car you want. Rager Dykes Auto Mall, Midland.
The Lee Rebels were so close to a playoff spot a year ago, and in order for them to reach the postseason in 2013, they have to run to the war.
The 30 and 15 is brought to you by Ford.
Playoff relentless today.
Relentless. That's what Coach James Morton wants his Midland Lee Rebels to play like every day. The Rebels were painfully close to a playoff spot last year.
We as seniors this year hold it as a high standard to try to get back to the glory days of Lee and make sure we can do as best as we can with that job.
Now coming into 2013, Midland Lee will bring a new offensive scheme to the table as well as sort out a quarterback battle.
What we're doing offensively now, I think we've got a lot of good skill kids and we're utilizing them to their fullest potential. I think at quarterback, what we've seen through spring and through the summer as we're progressing, I think it's going to be a good fit for us.
One thing that could help the Rebels return to the postseason will be causing more turnovers on defense. And Coach Morton is excited about the possibilities of the season ahead.
We're excited about our defense. You know, I think it all starts with what we have up front. Of course, at linebacker, I think is where we probably have our most experience coming back. I think these guys are coming into it and excited about getting started.
The Rebels feel like it's their time to shine in District 2 5A, and they'll keep running to the war until their goal is achieved.
just don't give up on it. Just keep going. Keep fighting. Times get tough, and you just got to keep fighting.
We're going to see a hungrier Lee Rebel team. We haven't made it to the playoffs in so long that we're just all dying to get back to there. We're all ready for December football, and we can't wait to get out there and get it done.
Reporting in Midland, Travis Weeks, Big Board Sports.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Our next stop are the Rebels' old crosstown rival. You guessed it, those Permian Panthers. Big 2 sports reporter Matthew Villanueva has the Mojo season preview.
The 30 and 15 is brought to you by Ford.
When Blake Felt was hired as the 13th head football coach in Permian history, people knew there would be change. And the biggest change he's brought is speed.
To play at the highest level and be successful, that you've got to play this game fast. It's got to move fast.
I think it's going to look pretty good. We're working on speed to get off the ball. Just coming off the ball real fast.
The intensity and the tempo is amazing, and it's how, it's a whole 2 steps up from what it used to be.
To better instill the change of tempo, Coach Felt hired new coaches who could pass as drill instructors, helping make the Panthers a more disciplined squad.
Felt's fired up, you have to be fired up because you got to be at his tempo to win games.
We have a lot of coaches that yell a lot. We respond better, more disciplined when the coach is yelling at. Everybody works harder when the coaches are in our butts and everything. So.
Another change brought to the table, players are expected to know both sides of the ball.
It's old Permian. Back in the day, they used to go both ways. They knew every position inside and out, and that's what I'm really liking a lot.
So with all the new change, what are the Permian Panthers' expectations?
Any goal is going to be win state. I mean, there's nothing less that you can have. I mean, our goal is win state every year, and it shouldn't be any less than that.
Reporting from Odessa, Matthew Villanueva, Big 2 Sports.
Well, it's the final week of Cowboys training camp. Mark Haas has an NFC East preview from Oxnard.
Cowboys training camp is brought to you by Ford.
Fourth and final week of Cowboys camp out here in California. Now, Dallas still has 3 preseason games left, but the regular season just around the corner. Cowboys open things up September 9th against division rival New York. It'll be a chance for the Cowboys to take their first step towards winning their first division title since 2009.
It's a competitive division. It's a competitive league, but certainly the NFC East has been competitive for a long, long time, long before I ever came around here. And great rivalries between and among the teams, and it's been no different the last few years. And you just said it, each of the teams has won the division once in the last 4 years.
NFC East has been wide open over the past 4 years. Since Dallas won in 2009, the Eagles won in 2010, the Giants in 2011, and the Redskins last year, setting up 2013 to once again be up for grabs.
Anybody has a shot to make it. Hopefully, we come to each game and we win each game. But in the NFL, that's hard to do. But it's definitely wide open.
It's across the board as far as personnel in the rosters of each team. They have playmakers, and in any given Sunday, those guys can be explosive and go out there and have the big game. So this division is wide open, but it's a very competitive division.
Cowboys close camp here in California on Friday. They play a preseason game in Arizona on Saturday, and then they will spend the rest of the preseason back at home. Travis, back to you.
Thanks, Mark. And that does it for this Tuesday night in sports. Big 2 News is back after the break.
Are we too late for the clearance event?
No, there's still lots to choose from, but they're going fast.
Are we too late for the clearance event?
No, there's still lots to choose from, but they're going fast.
Are we still late for the...
No, there's lots to choose from, but they're going fast.
Spritz?
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Visit your local Toyota dealer today and get 1.9% APR for 72 months, plus $2,500 on a 2013 Tundra Crewmax Texas Edition. These are your final days to save. Don't miss out. Toyota, let's go places.
Got gold?
I sold gold, and I like Mike. I sold gold, and I like Mike.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I'll buy your gold at MGB, Mike's Gold Buyers in Midland. Bring your gold, silver, and diamonds to MGB. Mike's Gold Buyers pays top dollar for gold, silver, and diamonds. It's fast, friendly, and easy. Come to MGB, Mike's Gold Buyers in Midland, on Midkiff, just south of the Andrews Highway across from Furs, and you'll say,
I sold gold, and I like Mike.
Hi, I'm Garrett Morgan, bell tone of the Permian Basin. I want you to listen closely and see if you can hear this tone. Were you able to hear that tone? If not, call us today to schedule your free hearing evaluation at Beltone Hearing Center, 682-2180, and let our family help you hear yours today.
Finally, a used car superstore in Midland that treats you like a new car buyer. At Honda of Midland, we are announcing the opening of Honda's used car superstore. We specialize in bad credit, no credit, repossessions, and first-time buyers. Check out this 01 Chevy S10, just $189 a month. Or an 02 Ford Focus, $143 a month. Or a 2010 Mustang, only $296 a month. Plus, you'll find Tundras, Mercedes-Benz, Lincolns, Chargers, and Camrys. Don't worry about your past credit. Let us try to help you. It's Honda's used car superstore. Now open at Honda of Midland. Easy to find on West Wall.
Talking the economy, a lawsuit could soon stop the proposed merger of American Airlines and U.S. Airways. The Justice Department and Attorney Generals from 6 states and Washington, D.C. filed the antitrust lawsuit challenging the $11 billion merger. The DOJ, says the merger would decrease competition, create higher airfares and more baggage fees, and provide less customer service. In a news release, American, which has been under bankruptcy protection since 2011, and U.S. Airways called the DOJ's assessment of the merger, quote, wrong, and said they both plan to fight the lawsuit. The United Way of Odessa kicked off its fundraising campaign this morning with music and dance. The nonprofit has a lot to celebrate. Last year, its campaign raised more than $2.14 million, which is a new record. That money supported 34 local charities and programs. Now the United Way of Odessa wants to break last year's record.
Our many employees, our many students, all of those who support Odessa College, we stand with United Way. We appreciate what you do, and we're going to do more and more this year. No pressure, but we better break another record.
FTS International kicked off the campaign by presenting a $5,000 sponsorship check. Then Odessans shared their stories of how the United Way has helped them to succeed. 16 workers from the New Jersey Shore community that was hit hard by Superstorm Sandy received their Powerball-winning check today. Calling themselves Ocean 16, a nod to the Ocean's 11 casino heist. Coincidentally, the group includes the daughter of a legislator who was responsible for helping to create the lottery in New Jersey. Each one of the 16 is taking home $3.8 million after taxes. Many of the people say they plan to first build a new home, as many of them lost their homes to Superstorm Sandy last year. Big 2 News at 10. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, we have to decide which of our shows get recorded and which ones don't. How are we going to solve this?
We don't have to decide nothing. We've got Dish, so we can record up to 6 shows at once during prime time. We can just record everything.
Well, then I guess the only thing we have to decide is what to get in our pizza.
Only the Hopper from Dish gives you the power to record 6 shows at once. Prices start at $29.99. Call 1-800-WATCH-TV to get the Hopper from Dish today.
Hi, I'm Terry Dickerson with Machinery Auctioneers out of San Antonio. We're proud to announce we're coming to the Permian Basin in the Midland, Odessa area behind Big Tex Trailers right off of I-20. Whether it's construction machinery, big trucks, work trucks, or oil field equipment, let us come out and evaluate and tell you what it'll bring auction day. Not only will we tell you, we'll guarantee it. If you need to liquidate equipment, check us out on the web, machineryauctioneers.com. We'll see you in Midland, Odessa.
We are among the first in the United States to have this new laser suite.
Leading LASIK surgeon Dr. Tom Turner discusses world-class LASIK technology in the Permian Basin.
Compared to PRK and Epi-LASIK and other forms of LASIK we've had in the past, this offers our patients a much faster recovery. There has never been a better time ever to consider having LASIK in the Permian Basin than Turner Eye Clinic.
Call 1-800-NEW-EYES to schedule your free LASIK consultation.
Are you needing commercial vehicles right now? Jerry's GM Business Central in Weatherford is your answer. We have hundreds of new trucks on the ground. We're one of the largest fleet and commercial dealers in Texas, and our inventory continues to grow. We know what you need, and we will deliver it to your site. We make it easy and would love the opportunity to help you. Call me direct or see us online at jerrysbusinesscentral.com or commercialtrucktrader.com.
Closed captioning brought to you by Beltone Hearing Center.
Now, Paula, you are tracking the chance of rain over 3 different days for the rest of this week.
Yes, it starts tomorrow. Tomorrow will be our coolest day of the high of 92 because of a cold front that's coming through. We have a 2 in 10 chance for rain. Same for Thursday and Friday. Then we dry out and the heat returns.
Thank you so much, Paula, and thank you so much for joining us for Big 2 News at 10.
We're Big 2. We're big on you.